Thank God for the wake up. Thank God for the wake up. Thank God for the wake up. God morning and good morning. Welcome. You are listening to Talking Cancer, My Journey, My Way. I appreciate everyone that is tuning in and has tuned in, and just gave it a listen, give it a go. This platform is just about my battle with cancer and or just about the battle period. And I come from a strong mental mind state. That's where I'm at, and I believe that I will cure myself. Again, for those people that don't know, currently I am stage 4 colorectal metastatic cancer, and the doctor don't have any hope for me. And alternatives, I haven't really been given any except for just suppression with chemo. So, that's kind of where I'm at. So, with my last bout, I just didn't have a good run at it, and I don't know if I want to live in that and live with that quality of life. Um, I made a post not too long ago. Actually, yesterday I actually posted it, and it was about the show, Stand Up to Cancer show, which was amazing. Um, but let me see, when did I start having cancer? Let me see, when did I start knowing about cancer? Really, I've never really had to deal with it throughout my life. Um, didn't really know too many people that had cancer at all. To be honest with you, if I'm really truly thinking about it, um, and but I would say that I encountered cancer roughly about maybe, well, it's been a while. Actually, my boy Paper Pat, hip hop artist here in San Diego, host here in San Diego, um, local underground scene, Patrick Taggart, and he came up with Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I think that's probably one of the first people that that I was, kind of close to that um, was battling cancer, and I was like, "Whoa, yo, this is serious." Right around that time, not really diving too much into it, you know what I mean, but um, I have there was a colleague right around that time as well that was that had breast cancer, and and I joined them for um, the cancer walk with Susan G. Komen, so something like that. And shortly thereafter, I discovered Stand Up to Cancer. And Stand Up to Cancer kind of intrigued me at that time. It's probably about 10 years ago now. Um, it intrigued me because it wasn't about one type of cancer. And nothing against Susan G. Komen and what she's done, for battling breast cancer and things like that. But Stand Up to Cancer was, they dealt in a broad spectrum. They dealt with everything. I mean, everything, all types of cancer, including breast cancer. So, um, and they're looking at different ways, just a different types of therapies, immunotherapies, and things like that. Just really pushing the envelope with that. And so I've been following them for a while, and then and not really knowing how or why. But now I'm in a situation where I have cancer, and I probably had it 10 years ago when I discovered it. when I not discovered them, but when I found out about them, you know. And now that my journey has come full circle. Now I discovered that I have it. Um, I enjoy what they're doing even more. And so, now listening to their last um, anniversary show, which was, I think, 15 years now of standing up to cancer and all the things that they've contributed and new innovations and things like that. One of the things that stood out with me to me was Jimmy Smits. Jimmy Smits. He's had some family members that have had battled cancer, and unfortunately, I believe he lost some as well. Um, but his part of his show is probably what touched me the most, because it's kind of what my show is about. Even though I talk about cancer and things like that, my I love to use my voice for the inner city, pushing the line of getting checked up so we could have early detection, so we can fight. Increasing the knowledge of cancer, increasing the knowledge of the food and the byproducts that go into the food that we eat. Hopefully, hoping that we can make some better decisions on what's going on with our bodies and the things that we choose to put in them. Um, and not only that, but just how health is important to get screened, to get checked. And it's not just for cancer. I'm talking about just in general, pushing the line um, on a community, a poverty community that has so much to worry about, just living day by day, figuring what the next meal is going to be, how they're going to pay their rent, let alone worry about their health, right? You know, um, coming from that type of community, health wasn't talked about much. We put meals together. It seemed like every meal that we made was, kind of like just a goulash type of thing. And no, but we had some good meals in there, but they were poor man's meals, hamburgers and string beans, things like that, chilaquiles, just rice, beans, things like that, spaghetti, things that were easy, cheap to make, and you could have leftovers with. You know, we didn't know no better. We didn't know that these types of meals are poor man's meals. You know, um, but they were. And the last thing that we all worried about was our health and going to the doctor and getting checked up, or telling your kids, hey, it's important that we eat this way, we exercise this way, we, do these things. But I wish to, extend my hand to stand up to cancer. And I'm not sure how I can help. I feel like I'm doing what I can with this podcast to try to get the news out, and things like that. And I know these are one of those topics that not everybody wishes or chooses to talk about, especially people of color, minorities. We definitely need to continue to push this line in the objective of screening, health screenings, and watching Jimmy speak the other day was kind of like a calling. Like I want to continue to do this type of work, um, to reach out to people. Me personally, I don't know how or the first thing to do about it, and I'm thinking that this podcast is the only way. But what can I do to use this platform to reach the people more, reach more people, to encourage them, to encourage their kids to go get tested or even just get a physical. You know what I mean? I think it kind of starts there. So we can start to monitor, you know, your health and your patterns and things like that. And if the facilities can get, some of your history, like your family's history, you know, you can start to understand and figure out ways to beat whatever diseases ail you or ail your family. The one thing I've learned about most diseases, like say like diabetes or something or whatever, um, is that I learned lots of times that it's not hereditary. I find out that a lot of diseases are not hereditary, passed down from generation to generation. That's not how it is. What I've come to find out with a lot of diseases is that the things that are passed down are traditions, bad eating habits, lack of exercise, lack of health awareness. Those are some of the things those are plaguing people. The tradition of the family, which continues to pass on what seems to be genetic diseases, and they're not. You know, the point for my platform continues and will be just to raise awareness, similar to Standing Up for Cancer, similar to Susan G. Komen, similar to City of Hope and all the things that they're doing. There's so many people fighting for cures. Some people are in it for the money. Some people are not. Um, and that's the funny part about it. Cancer is a big moneymaker, especially for big pharma. You know, and I can't sit here and just say, hey, all the things that scientists are doing are just keeping people down, because some of it does work for some people, and for some people it doesn't. There's no 100% cure for this disease, but there's a lot of different modalities that are available that have proven themselves as well. And these are things that I believe, and I'm not sure 100%, but I believe that Standing Up to Cancer is kind of diving into, especially when it came to immunotherapy, which was a huge breakthrough when it started. But there's so much that we could learn from different cultures um, that have cured themselves. And not only that, but just learning about the things that we put in our food is huge, because most of the time, even cancer is not something that was passed down. They say mine was hereditary. Okay. They say my cancer was hereditary. But like I said earlier, most diseases are not, because cancer, lots of times, were caused by something, caused by the type of food you ate, smoking, secondhand smoke, you know, a lot of different things. So, what are we going to do about it? Well, I'm reaching out. I'm trying to find out how I could do more. Um, I have sent out a PSA to Standing Up to Cancer. How can I help? What can I do? I have a podcast platform um, that I just started a few months back, wanting to just do my part to make people aware. Now, how can I continue to push that line? How can I reach more people? Because my podcast is my podcast. It's I don't have all the financial resources to push this thing and go mainstream and all of that crap. I don't even know the first thing about it. you know but I feel like it's a great platform, and I stand by the platform. As I'm a one man show, nobody helps me with marketing, nobody helps me with anything, just a one man show, just doing my thing. But I feel like, talking cancer can be huge, because I just speak my truth, my truth about my journey and the ups and downs, the likes and dislikes of the medical industry and pharma, and it is what it is. So let's continue to push the line. I clap my hands to the Colorectal Institute, like I said, City of Hope, you name it. Even the Brzezinski Clinic down in Texas, they get hated on because of their philosophies and treatments and stuff like that. But hell, even them, because you may not like their ways, but they have proven remedies too. Even people that are homeopathic or do holistic things, and tell us that we could cure ourselves and things like that. I believe I could cure myself, and I'm going to prove it. You know, I'm a walking testimony right now of cancer and how I walk. I don't have the results yet of whether or not I am a cure or not, but I will continue to test myself. But at the same time, I will continue to walk in health, eating in health, and having mental health and clarity on this journey. There was something I had stated the other day, which really helped me understand, where I'm at in my life. And I actually am thankful for cancer and the journey that I am on. If I was to sit here and look at the person that I've been throughout the course of my 49 years, I could say right now, today, is the best version of Lewis that I've ever seen, that I've ever looked in the mirror. The best mentally, the best spiritually, and I'm definitely working on my physical. I think I've been a little bit better physically, but I'm working on that with my exercise and things like that. But my eating habits, my mental clarity, the way I treat people, my outlook on life. At this particular point in my life, cancer has brought me to be a better person. Do I despise the word? Yes. Do I despise that I have to sit here and and fight this disease, head on, facing what the doctor would say, death every day? Yeah, I hate that part. But I am truly grateful for the person it has allowed me to embrace today. I probably wouldn't be this person right now had it not been for cancer. Very, very humble. Very, very grateful. Grateful about everything. The way I flip things around nowadays, when there might have been negative energy there, and I change that around and I look at the cup half full versus half empty. It's a trip. But here I am. Stage 4 metastatic cancer, and I am standing up to cancer right now. I know what those words mean. I'm not just talking it, I'm living it. And I'm standing up my way. Let's talk about it. Thank you for tuning in. That's my time for today. I appreciate you. Love you. Peace. Love. One.